Welcome everyone to another Tracks on Sundays. I'm Trax Max and this is another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we're on the free-to-play account again, and this is the third week in a row I think that I have to pull shards. I really hope that we can do something else, something different next week, but this is just how the events have been running, and Polarium just likes to do a lot of shard events. Now this shard event is specifically for the fusion. It's a summon rush, and if you want to pick up Oella, you will need to do every single event and every single tournament to get the 4 copies of Maruka to then fuse into Oella. Now, I'm gonna say real quick that I was honestly thinking about getting Oella because we were able to pick up Ulton of the Shell during the training event, and as you know or may not know, they're a tandem, so they work together, these two, but I'm starting to really doubt if it's a smart idea because, well, the main problem is this, right? We need 4 of these, and that's not too hard to obtain. It just means I need to do every single event and every single tournament, but I think I can do that. The problem is this: 0 potions. We already ascended 2 magic affinity champions fully, right? And that was a lot of work and a lot of resources. Getting 4 level 50s ascended again, just don't know if that's gonna be worth having the couple together. It would be really cool, probably pretty unique for a free-to-play of how many days are we in right now? Let's take a look at that first, then we have an idea what we're talking about here. So day 36, so by the end of this would be like what, day 40, day 42 or something like that. To have like a tandem on that day already would be pretty amazing, but I just don't know if it's worth it. And if I do go for this instead of, you know, the Marukas that I was talking about last week, well, we're basically giving up the idea for the clan boss. Now, I've been toying around a little bit with builds for that clan boss, and it's not going to be easy, okay? Until now, I haven't really found a way to lower the speeds here while also maintaining damage, basically. I mean, theoretically, right? I haven't actually built anything yet, but theoretically. So it's going to be quite a challenge to get the speeds right, get the damage there, get the debuffs that we want, right? And right now we don't really have that many options. I was kind of hyped that maybe I could use Whisper, but it's not going to work out because Whisper has this thing where she takes extra turns in her passive and on her A3. I also put her into a Relentless, that's how excited I was. But the problem is that she doesn't maintain the same place in the turn order. And sometimes she's last in the turn order, which means if that's the case and she takes extra turns, she's just going to knock off her own revive on death buff, and we can't really work with that. So that means we can't use Relentless either in this revive on death Phoenix comp, right? So keep that in mind if you were thinking about doing that. Double check that you're sure that actually works, but I think it won't work because unless you have a comp that is with 3 champions that have it on a 3-turn cooldown, for instance, where is he? Shamrock has I think it's this one right here. Yeah, revive on death buff on 3-turn cooldown. If you have 3 of him, for instance, then I think you could actually do it if you made sure that your Relentless champion is the fastest. I'm not positive about that, but I think that the turn order doesn't change then. But because we need to use 3 champions at our 4-3 ratio, the turn order changes a little bit, and well, she can be bumped down to the bottom, and if she's bumped down to the bottom, takes extra turns there, she loses the revive on death, and well, that's the end of the story. Then your run's just gonna end. So unfortunately, because I think Whisper would have been a really good contender for damage dealer, right? Weaken on the A1 and just extra turns and 20% extra damage on boss and stuff like that. Good stuff. But right now we're not looking at much that we can actually use as a damage dealer. We have a Narma, of course, but Narma I don't think is going to be a very good damage dealer once we're putting her into a comp like that. I think something like a Frozen Banshee or Wraith Chill Killer perhaps, or perhaps those two might be better. I think right now that is actually my best option. Unless you guys see something else in my roster here that I'm kind of overlooking. I think that's the best we can do at the moment, which is sad. That's not very good, okay? So that's why today we are going to, well, we have to anyway, kind of, for these rares. We can pick up 2 rares here. That's what we're going for. I would love all of this, of course, but I don't even think, I think this is going to be a task already. We're going to have to pull mystery shards probably. So we're not going to get this legendary skill tome or anything. It's just not going to happen, unfortunately. Fortunately, we are going to get some anniversary points, which will help us get an epic skill tome. We're going to need a lot of these, okay? Because Marukas, well, they need at least 2, and if you landed 2, you could probably stop already, but if you don't land them, well, you're going to lose out a lot of epic books. Yeah, there's not much more to say. I'm gonna try to keep this a little shorter than last week. Last week was kind of long, so we'll start off with these, right? Yeah, we're just gonna start with some 3 ancients real quick and see what we get. Magister is actually also kind of interesting. I believe some of the Phoenix comps I saw used one of this guy, but I'm not completely sure how that works. It's also a 4-turn cooldown, so yeah, I don't think it's better than having Harukas. So another rare. Okay, Pathfinder Kate. She has her use in Secret Room. Hard Secret Room. Could also be okay for Faction Wars. Will most likely end up as a chicken though. That's why this is actually also really good. We need chickens, like a lot. We need a lot of chickens. Sleep, don't care about that. Don't care about that. And don't care about that. Arena battles, no, don't care. Okay. So those were 3 chickens for now. Let's see if we can pull anything here. Oathbound is really good for dungeons. A Cold Brawler. Okay, now that's one that we can actually use for clan boss. We don't even need to book him, which is kind of huge because unlike Frozen Banshee, this guy doesn't need books, right? You can just play him like this and he's fine. So that's nice. And Oathbound is really good for dungeons and stuff. It has an AoE attack down, and this was block active skills, chance to freeze on the A1. Yeah, he's a decent champion. Marquez hits pretty hard. We actually also pulled a Shadowbow Terlock, which that's also huge. That means we can get we got an extra copy, so then we don't have to do one of the events or something, right? Guardian is a pretty good rare. We already have a Coffin Smasher, but obviously he's good as well. Okay, so OB, we got an OB. That's pretty cool. He's gonna bring some damage for us if we need it. War Maiden. That's all. I mean, Crimson Slayer is okay for Fire Knight. Triple hitter on the A1. This is a 100% chance of decreasing target turn meter of 50%, and fills this turn meter by the turn meter lost by the boss, so that's pretty cool. And a heal reduction, which you also like to have on the clan boss. So this is definitely a pretty good champion for Fire Knight. So I might hold on to her. She might be one that I want to use for that. Wanderer is for the Rosin Fusion. Halberdier is 2, I think. Let's see, what else do we get here? Another Elhain. Ducta Pierced. Also pretty good. It decreased accuracy on the A1. This is a decreased attack, but also a decreased defense if he crits. So you have to build him with some crit rate, of course. But he's defense based, so pretty easy to keep alive. And then he can also provoke an enemy, and he gets unkillable when he does so, which is also really nice. You know, I never really noticed that he has a skeleton on his shield. That's the first time I've noticed this grin before, but I never noticed the skeleton. That's pretty weird, bizarre. Okay, of these, not much here, I don't think. Trugor is kind of okay. Yeah, Elhain obviously is good. I'll probably keep the second one just for the Guardian fill. Chancellor Yasmin. Bogwalker is normally also pretty good for clan boss. What does she do again? Extra hit if target has no active buffs. Heals an ally. Buff strip? What is that? 75% chance of a buff strip? 20% aura in battles? I don't know. It's not great, but I mean, if you need a buff strip, it is one, right? I mean, I guess she probably is okay in the Magic Keep, I'd say. Especially like with the heals and stuff. We do have that one dude, I forgot his name, but Spikehead is also for the Rosin Fusion, I think, and then other than that, I think it's a bunch of chickens. Okay, I guess we'll do Sacreds now. 5 is still probably no legendary, okay, but we can dream. We were already very lucky on this account, so I'm not really expecting much more. Attacks one enemy, 40% chance of placing decreased defense debuff for each you have placed on this champion. 40% is not that much, but it's something, and it's on the A1, so not too bad. Grants an extra turn. We can't use this on the clan boss team that we want. We cannot have extra turns. So yeah, I don't really think she does much else anyway. I believe she hits pretty hard. We're looking for clan boss stuff, okay? So, oh no, this is not. 2-time hitter, 25% chance of increase the duration random debuff. Sure, okay, whatever. 3 times, each hit has a chance for removing one random buff. Decrease resistance. Crit rate 12%. Please, we have a Terrace. He has 24%. Masked Fearmonger. Oh no, man. Oh no. We are getting 3 times nothing, basically. Oh, that's also not really a clan boss. He's not bad though. Leech on the A1. Perfect fail and continues. Heal buff on an ally. Counterattack buff on this champion has 50% chance of placing provoke debuff on all enemies. Go to 100%. 4-turn cooldown. And he places a leech. Yeah, I see what they're trying to do here. He's a little bit fine for like faction wars and stuff, but man, this is the last one, boys. I mean, I also have a void shard, which I'm obviously gonna pull if this isn't something that we can actually use for clan boss. Juliana, let's see, what did she do again? She got a buff recently. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Each critical hit fills this. Oh no. Each critical hit fills this champion's turn meter by 10%. We do not want her to fill her turn meter if we're gonna be speed tuning. But we do have a burn here. I guess we also already had that on Coffin Smasher though. I just think this is probably more reliable. Unbooked at least. But yeah, that's a big fat rip. It's nothing that I wanted for clan boss really. Big fat rip. We did get an extra copy of this dude, so that's kind of nice. Got his book. Okay. Trying to think what we would want from this that would help our clan boss situation. I mean, obviously pulling something like the Mytha or whatever is an instant GG. Even a man-eater could be cool. You could like set up some kind of unkillable, and then the stun target, make sure that they have a revive on death on, so that that target always pops back up. I'm not completely sure how that tune would work, but did I pull all the man? Okay, my volts are full too. Cool. Here, go in there. One void shard and a dream. You're not the one. You're not the one. Oh boy. Well, I guess I used up all my luck last week because this was kind of a disaster. I mean, Duck to Pierce is really good, don't get me wrong. Oathbound is really good, don't get me wrong. But they're not so great for clan boss. Like, the only thing we really picked up that's worthwhile is a Cold Brawler. And I do think he will outdamage Frozen Banshee in this comp that we have right now, because Frozen Banshee doesn't work very well at a 1-1 ratio. She works, well, 1-1 ratio she can work when you have counterattack on her, but not if she's just going 1-1 and there's nothing else going on, right? So like a 1-1 with a counterattack setup, or either otherwise you want her at a 2-1 or a 3-1 to be effective. But I think a Cold Brawler kind of does the job better if he's on a 1-1 ratio. Man, I was really hoping for something to put in our clan boss team. This is the only guy. This is our man. But hey, I guess that's gonna have to be it. What do you guys think? Should I just go for the Phoenix comp and ignore Oella altogether? I'll let you guys decide, and in the meanwhile, I'll just be picking up these things anyway. See, I got a bunch of them now, so I can fuse another one if I've leveled another one up. But yeah, we're well on the way to get our third one now. I need 3 more, and then we'll be there. I need to summon a couple of more here, right? So some mystery shards. Yeah, 20 mystery shards, and then we get this one as well. So then we only need two more, 2 left. That means this classic arena right here, and one more, and then we got it. But yeah, that's all for this week. Hope you pull a little bit better than I did. But hey, we can't be lucky all the time, right? Otherwise, people are gonna start to think that this account really is rigged. Again, comment down below if you think I should just go for the Oella Ultan combo, and where you would see this fit, because I like the 2 champions. I just can't really see me use them anywhere right now, especially now that we have Terrace, because Terrace plus White Dried Nia plus Sky Touch Shaman, they just blow everything up, okay? These 3 together blow everything up. Not only that, but this gal right here can reset his, or not reset, but decrease the cooldown by 2 turns on this smack right here. So for dungeon clears, I'm gonna be building a team that consists of these 3 champions, Deacon probably, and then I was actually thinking this guy in the shield set to give some more buffs. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope your pools go better than mine, like I said, and see you guys next week. Peace.